Hello bears, welcome to Tuesday's story. It is Tuesday, isn't it? I think I'm beginning to lose track of which day is which. I wonder if you're doing the same. I've just come in from the garden where I've been repotting the seedlings into bigger pots. So if you go onto Facebook you can see how they're doing. Now, tonight's story is about a little boy called Max and it's called Where the Wild Things Are. And it's by Maurice Sendak. And it's published by Red Fox Picture Books. Are you sitting comfortably? Sniggle down and listen to the story. The night that Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew and grew and grew until the ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day, in and out of weeks, and almost over a year to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth, and they rolled their terrible eyes, and they showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. There's Max, frightening all those scary wild things. He's pretty brave, don't you? And they made him king of all the wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." And there they are, dancing and howling at the moon. Is that beautiful moon? It's going to be a very beautiful moon tonight. So if you're up when it's dark, if you haven't gone to bed, you make sure that you have a look at it. Swinging from the trees. That looks good fun, doesn't it? More parading and dancing with Max and his crown, king of all the wild things. "Now stop," said Max, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely. Oh dear, look, there he is. He looks very fed up. And he wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of all the wild things. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. Oh, we love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye and sailed back over a year, in and out of weeks, and through a day, and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. There's Max, looking very happy and relieved to be home. Do you think that you would have been as brave as Max? Would you like to be king of where the wild things are? Or do you think you'd like to be at home, safe in your own bed, with your own supper waiting for you? I'm not sure. I would quite like an adventure. I'll see you tomorrow, bears, for another story. Good night.